The views and opinions of this video and comments to this channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of this channel's broadcaster. If you have a complaint about something or find the content is being used incorrectly, please don't contact the broadcaster. This is Balaclava Diaries. We're toxic, we're talking aggressive. If you don't like it, send a message. We're weed stimulated, educated, top rated, and never baited. I am the OG MacG. To the left of me is Mr. Let's Party. Today we have a killer cast, let's put it that way. We're gonna start off with the start of the show. He's international. He's doing 44, one of the biggest clubs in the city right now. Give me a couple names, just shout them out. Couple names, quick.
I played for pretty much everybody, like both older generation and
Two names though, two names.
Recently, I just did 50 Cent. We did Nav, Central C.
This man has, worked his way from the streets to the top of the DJ game in Toronto. The OG in the game, as he called himself. And, he's making a great living, doing an amazing feat, in my opinion, because DJing is one of the hardest things to do, to spin records and rock a crowd. It's not easy. It's really not. But anyway, give it up for DJ Wikked.
Woo!
All right,
You already know.
Okay.
We have the fabulous, flirtatious, may I say, mod, sexy
Beautiful.
lady,
You already know.
Nina Richie,
I'm excellent.
looking amazing.
Thank you, thank you.
She's been in the rap game or the music game, sorry,
Yeah,
for, 6 or 7 years. You got a nice melodic sound. We'll go over that for a little bit today.
Thank you.
And then, we got the running young gun,
I like
DJ Waveyy,
sir.
out here producing, DJing. You can find him at the dance hall jam. You can find him at the hip hop jam.
Anywhere music there, we be there.
Yes, sir. The
From
studio.
401 east to west. Yeah, big up to DJ Waveyy. All right, we're going to get right to it, guys. And, we just kind of want to break the ice a little bit. But I'm thinking, and anyone can take the floor on this one. What was the first track that you used to play that your mom used to cuss you out when you played it in the crib?
Oh, I'll start.
Tell him.
I believe it was the snow. Oh my gosh. I lick your bum bum down. And
Oh, shit.
I was like, I don't know how old I was, like, 6, 7, trying to break my back. My dad's like, hey, Nina, what are you doing? Please take this thing off. And my mom, everyone smacked me. It was, yeah.
That's what you were going through that time?
Yeah.
How
How
about you, Wikked?
Probably NWA.
Which track though? Which track?
Like specifically.
Fucking all of them. It don't matter. Straight out of Compton. Fuck the police.
Yeah.
It don't
It
matter.
was just disruptive.
Every song was just straight blatant fuck.
Fuck. So you
That's
kind
all
of
my
beat. Do you ever
parents
catch a
heard.
beating for every fuck in the tune? Or?
I mean, it was a little bit different because, like, I come from a Filipino culture. So, like, my parents spoke to me in we call it Tagalog.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
they understood English, obviously, but they definitely understood swear words.
Yeah.
Of course.
So that's what I'm saying.
Those are the first words you learn in a language. If you
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like in every language, right? That's the
Right.
first thing you learn is
Right.
cuss words. And so, yeah, they definitely were banging on my door, tell me to turn that shit off.
And then when
You
you
know,
turn
man.
that shit off, bow.
Well, that's when I started, getting hooked on those headphones in my room. You know what
See
I
that
mean?
beating switch up. You see, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Headphones,
Because late at night too, you're supposed to be sleeping, right?
Yeah, so you start sleeping
Oh,
around.
so you were
I got the
smart.
headphones on, they can't hear shit.
Okay, so then I want to follow up that. Do you feel like that little switch from like playing out loud to the headphones influence what you're doing now?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
That was like, I'm not gonna say the beginning of my passion for music, but definitely the extension of when I was coming up as a kid,
Yeah.
and how I was like so inspired and like passionate about music, and I think it was just really like the surroundings that I was living in. I lived in I'm from Scarborough, Southside Scarborough, so like when I was growing up, the first music that I ever heard before even hip hop was reggae.
Right.
Okay.
I was at my schoolyard, and after school, all the older kids from the neighborhood would play ball,
Right.
and they're bumping the box, the jukebox, like the stereo box, and they're not playing no hip hop. They're not playing nothing but reggae.
Right.
Okay, and that brings up another question I want to ask.
Hold up, I want to hear Waveyy.
Yeah,
Waveyy,
we'll-
what's the
we'll-
track
yeah,
for
let's
you?
get
What's the
into
track?
it,
Can't
let's
forget
get
about Waveyy. What's the track?
That my mom used to get mad at me.
Yeah, when she hears that, turn it off. Turn it off.
You got a one
I
spoon
was the
fling in
same
your
way.
head.
I was the same way. I grew up with a lot of like reggae. Sunday mornings, clean up the house to the reggae.
Right.
But when you were playing your thing, yeah, like
I got in a Lil Wayne phase. So I like to walk around the
Wow.
house with the shirt off, play fireman.
Oh, shit.
Fireman.
Yeah. So when that Lil Wayne came out and then Cannon came out, it
Oh
was
man.
yeah, I was Lil Wayne. I was Lil Wayne for a little bit for sure.
Lil Wayne, right?
Sure, yeah.
so it's like the dance hall is like the gateway drug to hip hop, basically.
I mean, no, dancehall is always there. Dancehall is a drug itself, but
Right.
the hip hop was definitely it's me for sure.
I feel like dance hall has a lot of the same similarities to hip hop. Like,
Yeah.
it's very disruptive. It's very destructive. It's very, in your face.
Yep.
It's a lot about the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So that brings me to my next question. Do you think hip hop has a race? Because there's a lot of people right now dictating where hip hop came from. Is it from Puerto Rico? Is it from Jamaicans? Is it from a white guy down south called Willie Slick that used to, talk shit over a mic? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you think hip hop really originated? Is it a Jamaican thing? Like, first question is, does hip hop have a race? Because some people do argue this,
For sure, because when you look at hip hop, where it kind of came from, New York, right? America. You look at
Right.
Grandmaster Flex,
Kool Herc is the originator of the hip hop sound.
but he's a black person, right?
Right.
Exactly. So when you think of hip hop, you're thinking of a black person,
100%.
black male. You know what I'm saying?
But
Hip hop
there's
is
a-
black music.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
but
what it is. That's
I
the
could
race.
say that, but
There's those that would argue that it's just for impoverished areas. So if you
sure.
come from a hood anywhere, trailer park, doesn't matter, and you hear hip hop, it's gonna speak to you more than
that's my way.
little Jimmy in the middle of the suburbs.
For sure.
Well,
Yeah.
going back to what you're saying, like honestly, there's hip hop all over the world. Like
Right.
there's guys in Italy making trap.
You know what I mean?
Like they're making trap. You're shocked. Guys in Korea making trap, and it's sounding
Right.
exactly how it sounds here.
Yeah.
They're talking
Sometimes
about
But where
better.
did that
Sometimes
influence
better.
come from,
the
though?
influence always comes from the same thing. But I'm not saying I'm not trying to like disagree with what you guys are saying. But I'm just trying to show you guys like it has definitely become much more global. It's much more. There's our influence
Right.
as Black people is larger than life, and hip hop definitely only has one face, but the influence that we have is around the world. So that's what I'm trying to.
I
100%.
definitely feel that way.
You
That's what it is.
I'm on that
So-
side with it.
100%.
So what do you think about the Puerto Ricans saying they started hip hop?
No,
I don't
no.
think
You
so.
can't- you can't.
They-
It
Cut
definitely
it out.
originated from the African American culture, the black culture for sure.
Right.
Right.
But I feel like now, especially where it is now, it's more on just your environment. Like just like he said in Italy, like these guys aren't taking that lifestyle in Italy and trying to fake it. Like there's guys in Italy that really live that life and do that shit, and that's why that stuff, and that's why they talk about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, so like talking about origins and all, like, what was the moment? What was that starstruck moment in your life where you realized you wanted to deal with music for the rest of your life? What was the song that made you say, "This shit is for me"? You know what I'm saying? Where were you in life? Anybody take the floor?
Situation is different. Like
Right.
every moment was different.
So
Right.
how about a
Right,
highlight?
so-
How about
so-
one highlight then? Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're like yo, you could be I like yo. So
Give me the long and short.
See,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
see,
It could be a
for me,
situation,
like
Right.
I had so many phases in my life. Like I started dancing. I was in the jams. I was dancing.
So
You know
you
what I
took
mean?
the Diddy route.
Not even Diddy.
That's the Diddy
I
route.
remember
The
I'm
da-
dancehall, so like I came
Oh,
from the
no,
dancing. I was busting the Willy bounce in those dances. You know what I mean? I was doing
vocal,
it.
vocal.
And then,
Yeah.
and then I hit a certain stage in my life where I was, French Montana. You know what I mean? Cold Boys, Lil Wayne. You know what I mean?
Right,
Just you know what I
right.
mean? And then I was at a stage where I got creative with music, and I loved the Kanye vibe. Like
So you just explained it though, like
Yeah, you
French
did.
Montana.
So
French
then,
Montana was.
dancing.
You
So
know.
listen
Yeah.
to
you know what I
tunes.
mean? Vibes Cartel was my favorite artist. No one
Bam
can tell
bam.
me nothing.
Big up the guys
I
on
mean,
Kanye.
still is
Done
one of my
know.
favorites.
Period.
That's my favorite artist of all
All
time.
So
time.
like he said, there was an evolution. There obviously was one for you.
What's yours?
What was the start of that evolution?
I mean, obviously for me, same thing. Like I was breakdancing when I first started really like
Okay.
getting into the music.
Okay.
My uncle was a DJ, so because I'm a lot older, it was different the music back then.
Right.
So I guess when I first two things. One, when I first I was like straight like on on the cardboard. You know what I mean? Back spins, head spins. You know what I mean? Like, so that's how I started. And the DJing thing was like my uncle, he was a DJ, but like the music for me, I mean, you know, Michael Jackson for me when I was a kid. That's how far back I go.
Okay.
You know, anybody will tell you around that, you know, if they came up around those times. Michael Jackson was like Jordan to the kids back then. Like everybody just wanted to implement him, like do everything he does, wear what he wears.
I don't know about that. I ain't wearing no Captain Crunch jacket. Sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Times have changed, but I'm saying back then. Yeah.
No, I get it.
He was the man still. He was
So what about yourself? What was your evolution to that pivoted you into music?
I mean, when I had my son, you know, I was kind of homeless for like 2 weeks when I was pregnant. I was a teen mom. And so I was listening to a lot of hip hop, you know, Pac, Dear Mama. And I was like, that's so me. It's me. You know, carry my son. I'm on the street. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, from then I was like, okay, I got to get back into the music. After I gave birth, you know, I went right back in. Like at 18, I recorded with Sunny Diamonds and, you know.
Okay.
Big up Sunny one.
Big up Sunny Diamonds.
Yeah.
Yes. That's crazy.
So it's like everybody starts somewhere. We got Michael, we got Vibes Cartel, and we got Tupac. No, it's crazy though, because for me personally, it was Tribe, right? That's the era I'm from. I grew up around like Tribe Called Quest. That was the first exposure I got to music. Then I did my research backwards. You get what I'm saying? Tribe, EPMD. But what really fucking broke my back, was Biggie Smalls. Ready to Die. That shit fucking opened my eyes to another level of fucking life that I've never seen before. Off that album?
Yes, sir.
Shit.
It's tough, I know. Just give me one, if you could pick one.
Shit. Can I pick a verse instead of?
Nah.
Pick a,
where's it
rap
from,
the verse.
though?
Rap the verse. Rap the verse. Rap the verse. Rap the verse. You gotta rap the verse. You gotta say, can I pick a verse? Not rap the verse.
I want to drink and raise and shit. I can't be rapping verses. But no, that was for me, that was the one that like locked me into the hip hop realm, you know, and I couldn't look anywhere else. And it was only hip hop that I knew was like authentic. Like when you could hear that authenticity in an artist and you got glued to that person. You got glued to the vibration, the hurt in their voice. Yeah, man, Biggie, he made Sony a lot of money.
As for myself, as a Jamaican, like, yo, my people, they obviously used to play like Sanchez, Beres Hammond, and I guess that switch for me for hip hop would have to be Busta Rhymes, because he was like, you know, like that only Jamaican artist that was a rapper. Like, you know, the visuals was crazy when I was a youth. Rhyme scheme was always crazy, and the fact that he could rap like, I guess, like 100 words in a second was fucking dope to me. So, you know, that's what it is.
So, you guys play a lot of music. We all take in the music of today. There's a lot of misogyny in hip hop. You know, girls are calling themselves bitch. It's just like, I don't know what it is anymore. Like, who dictates that though? Do females dictate it or do males dictate it? Is it males that calling the girls bitches, or is it, you know, the females that are taking it over and saying I'm a bitch and deal with it?
I mean, it's just like levels to it. You know, you have one side where you have females, they don't want to hear that shit. Like, they don't want to be referred to as bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then you have the other side where it's like, yo,
The
what are
ratchet
you
hoes.
talking about?
Yes,
I am the
yes.
baddest bitch. So,
Yeah.
you know, you got two sides, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, what you relate to and what you're around is what you're going to be, I guess, in tune with. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Yeah.
I got some girls, like, that's what they call themselves. They around their girls, and they're like, yo, we the hottest bitches in this club. Straight up. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
I
like a
never
club.
understand why women
Do you
did
think
that.
that's
It was
like a
always
club?
It was always a confusing
I'm
thing
just
for me.
saying.
Is it like
You know what I mean?
is it almost like a it's like a false confidence? So it's like a fake thing that they just put on for the club. You know, like when they're in the club and they got their wig on and everything.
You know, yes and no.
Because everybody has their club persona.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You get into, like, character or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, when you're in the club, but a lot of things are like that in the club, though. Let's just be real.
I don't know.
Well,
All
that's
I mean,
right, let's hear.
I don't know. Like, I refer to myself as a bitch sometimes, but I mean, I don't think I feel like I am the baddest bitch. Why
But
not?
why the word bitch though?
why
That's
couldn't
like
you
the
just
question.
be the baddest woman?
Yeah. Like, why can't you be like
Well,
the biggest? You know, biggest
I
W?
mean, Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's just when you think of a bitch, you think she's hot. Like, you think that she's like on top of her shit. You think she's bad. Like, she has her shit together. When you think of a woman, it's like, okay, this woman could be like a woman at home, a domesticated woman. Maybe she doesn't have her own shit together.
I don't know if I agree with you. I don't like when girls are bitchy. When girls are bitchy, it turns me off.
The word
right
Woman to
away.
me
Like,
is like,
I'm not
oh,
involved.
like I hear bitch, I'm like, oh, shit, I'm a young bitch.
Depends on the dynamic, but more times you don't want no bitchy girl around you. You want to be on some, good vibes, not no bitchy thing. You know what I'm saying?
On that topic, I want to
I
follow up
hear
with
you.
something. Do you feel like a lot of women in the industry are viewed as just straight sexual objects or as actual artists in the industry?
Oh, sexual objects, period. Like,
Why is that? Like, can you?
First of all, I've been around a lot of artists that are mainstream in America, mainstream in Africa, and even to get a feature, it's like, okay, so what are we doing? And it's like, what
Gotta
if I
suck
can't?
dick to get on this
Yeah,
track,
it's
girl.
hard. Drop the
out
knees,
here.
bro.
And I'm
Holy
like,
shit.
wait,
Dick to
hear
get
me
on
out,
this
though.
song.
I'm like, wait,
Fuck
hear
the
me out.
29.
I got vocals. I can sing, I can rap.
I'm
Okay.
talented.
That's great.
You're actually
So
talented.
what's up? What we
Like,
doing?
That's
And it's
crazy.
like, wow. And I declined immediately. I'm not gonna, for what? You know what I'm saying?
You never slipped?
never
Nah.
slipped up once.
For what?
He's a real OG. Yo, she's the
For
baddest.
what? What am I getting out of it?
She's the
though?
baddest bitch. She doesn't need to
You
do
know,
that.
I rather pay for my shit. No problem.
rather pay for your
I'd
feature.
rather
Pay for
Okay,
my
so
shit.
that leads into the next question. Like, there's a lot of people in the game of, the entertainment industry. It's the business of relationships. Does kindness come with a price? Like, when somebody does something good for you, do you know inherently if you take this offer that they're gonna ask you for the reach around? Have you experienced that so far?
Who, me or
Working in the game? Just
Anybody,
anybody.
anybody.
For a male, I don't know, it's different. Can a male experience that? Like,
Yeah, a male can experience that. Like, it may not be
guess-
sexual, but it could be something else, right? Like, someone could say, yo,
Yeah,
get
just
me on
in
this
general.
track, and then all of
know?
a sudden, it's like, yo, I need you to wear my
oh,
clothes now,
okay,
shit
yeah,
like that.
yeah. I was more thinking on a sexual basis, but yeah,
Like, is it always give
one for
give
one.
to get or get to give?
You know
Yeah.
what I
An eye for eye type of deal. That's
Yeah.
kinda how it works
Everyone
in the
know,
game.
right?
Well, you've been in the game the
Yeah,
longest, so I want
hear
to.
what
lot
you
of
gotta say.
I mean, you want that. You want it to be a mutual benefit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You
That's a
don't
good
want it
business
to be
deal.
like, okay, well, I'm doing this for you. Like, hopefully this guy doesn't ask for another favor
Right.
back later.
right?
No, you want him to ask for a favor because you want this
Okay.
to be a longevity relationship where it's like, yo, we just do shit for each other
But you
Right.
see,
until we both fucking make
There
it.
has to
Or
be
if it's
benefit.
one of
Yeah,
us.
I really-
Because
I rate
if
that
we
answer,
fuck,
though.
if I fuck
Good
with
point.
you for a long time, right,
Yeah.
and we just do shit for each other, and one of us pops off, you gonna remember me.
for sure.
If you
Right.
pop off, you gonna remember me, right? I was fucking with you when helping you get to the position you're in.
And then next time, like,
And it's up to you. I'm not expecting it, right? But I just know because I'm all about karma.
Right.
So like,
Me
if I'm
too.
like, like in my career, like I've helped a lot of people and never asked anything. I never expected
Can you talk
Nothing
to a
but
situation where you burned the bridge?
many times.
with who? Names.
I'm not naming names. but you know how it goes, right?
them.
The
Crazy.
fire.
But just
Lights
tell
the
us
way,
about the
right?
situation because you're teaching a lot of people right
yeah,
now.
we're
You know
looking
what I
at,
mean?
yeah,
Like-
CC youngers, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I mean, in regards to like what burning bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Where
when they're
you burned the
reasoning,
bridge
Why
and-
did you do it?
Could have been by mistake. Could have, you know what I mean? What happened?
Well, anybody will know if you've been in this entertainment business. There's a lot of snakes. A lot of people do shit behind your back.
A lot of fragile egos.
A lot
too.
of shit that just goes on that you just automatically have to just be like, you know what? I'm not even surprised.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think if you just have that mentality where it's like nothing will surprise you, it won't phase you when fucked up shit happens. You just be like, that's just another one. Hopefully we don't get too many of those.
Right.
We'll learn for the next time. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so I think for me personally, I can count. I had countless situations. I mean, I wouldn't still be here if I didn't go through the bullshit. Everything ain't shit. It ain't sweet all the time. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of like behind the scenes bullshit. Bad deals, bad business practices that people
Give
be
us
doing.
like one situation that was
All right, well,
business
there
and
was
you-
these
yeah.
guys that they used to come to my parties all the time, and they used to spend a lot of money, right? And they used to bring a lot of people, right? Because they would be telling me, yo, I need 3-4 tables. Like, I need mine and I need 2 more, you know what I mean? So they was bringing a lot of people, a lot of hot girls, a lot of spenders. So I told them, like, you ever thought about being a promoter? And he's like, you know, I never thought about that, but that sounds like a good idea. I'm like, yeah, you know, you can make a little money on the side. Not that you fucking need it. So, anyways, I'm helping him. I'm like,
no
you know,
names, man.
I'm putting him on some game, right? I'm like, yo, you should really consider being a promoter, you and your partner, because he had his boy with him all the time, and they ended up doing parties with me, and you know, I had to explain to them. I'm like, you know, we're only as good as a team. Right. You start letting this shit get to your head, you know, that's when things start falling apart. You know what I mean? And, you know, they got over their head and they just thought that they didn't need me or need anybody else. And so they thought they could do it themselves, you know, and once they lost my cosign, they just basically couldn't survive in the business.
Yeah, because, you know, you're the dog. You're the stamp of approval, fam.
That's crazy.
I mean, they're going to check in with me, whoever they're trying to do business with, right? They're going to be like, yo, I don't know these guys. Yo, Wikked, are these your guys? I'm like, those ain't my guys.
Oh, damn.
From there.
You know what I mean?
Bridges burn.
I think what it is, too, is like,
right.
I won't say anything about me putting you on. That's what I do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you can't say that I didn't put you on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
niggas ain't
You don't have to
looking
say
for the
nothing.
credit. We ain't looking for the
Yeah,
credit.
we ain't looking for the credit. You ain't got to say
But
nothing.
we ain't looking for like you never helped me at all, nigga.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yo, humans are weird people. Like,
Weirdo shit.
species,
you know what I mean?
man.
So,
Humans are weird.
Definitely with what you were saying.
Like-
though.
So okay, you already told us about the sexual stuff. Is there another situation where you experienced like someone did something for you, now automatically they wanted something back?
I feel like that's just life, period. Like, I'm a helpful person as well. Like, I always try to bring people out here, you know, get people on stuff as much as I can, you know, from Africa. If I have someone I try to get one artist out here from the States to do a show.
I can definitely vouch for that too.
And it was like, apparently the person was going through some stuff. And it was like, when I'm like, yo, okay, let me see if I can get him back home. Because I heard he couldn't get back home. And it was like, I can get you a gig out here. This is how much it is. And it's like, oh, I'm way more than that. And it's like, okay, cool, whatever. But you can't get back home though.
That's
and you're a major artist.
crazy.
I can't believe, like, I was shocked. I'm like, you know, I don't know. It's just weird. People are just weird.
So you got anything for me on that?
I mean, I can't have the same experiences. As I said, like for males it's different, but I feel like, as Wikked said, like that's a terms of a good business deal is when both sides are happy and both sides get what they want. That's a good business deal. I find that, and that leads to longevity with good business. So
There's a lot of kids that are starting beefs nowadays. You get what I'm saying? Like they help somebody, then somebody goes and says this guy never helped me or whatever. They're cutting off all ties to anybody that even gave them that step. Like Fabio Ford, remember what happened between him and Mace, and then there's like countless stories of people who are just cutting off these relationships.
they're not really taught, and they're not really on. They didn't grow on. Not saying they didn't grow on the right morals, but like there's certain things they missed out on and didn't know that it's very important. So.
But what do you think is driving this ego? Is it social media? Is it the money? What is really driving this ego?
It's always been that way, though.
all of that.
Maybe everyone
It's a
wants to be the
combination
guy.
of the everything.
Combination of
The
both.
girls, the
Definitely social
popularity.
media,
Are you talking about the
1,000%.
young kids?
We're talking about everybody in general,
okay,
like all your
okay.
situations, like you know what I mean.
Oh,
You guys all spoke of the
definitely.
situation.
Definitely.
What is driving
both.
someone to feel like that? Like, you know, you spoke about somebody coming from like not the end, but like now they're here. They obviously have their own little lane, but now you gave them another path to elevate themselves. What do you think brought them from this? Now you guys took the stairs together. Guys are here at a platform. You guys are doing your thing. All of a sudden, they're ready to shift on you. Same situation. You tried to bring somebody here. You said that they had this clout. Is it the clout? Is it the money? Like, what is really bringing people to be like that?
I mean, that's why I say the same thing. I'm kind of used to it. It's if you just know the terms of what it's supposed to be. I mean, it's a crabs in a bucket mentality. So that's what our city is. So kind of when you're ready to just be a grown-up person and realize, as Wikked said, just keep doing the favors, and what comes back to you comes back to you. But you understand where you come from and what people are looking for, and you just kind of.
So you just feel like you're saying it's
pushing.
Toronto. It's a straight Toronto thing. No, real shit. What you're saying sounds like it's just a
that's
straight
what I'm
Toronto
from,
thing.
and that's what I
Nah,
know. But
fam,
it could
you
be
think
the
that-
rest
Hey, crabs in New York City.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fam,
but
niggas,
like, yo,
niggas is
let's
killing
go,
niggas
right?
before they
From what I
get
know,
signed.
It's everywhere, but like,
yeah.
if you're really serious about really making money off the entertainment business, that part of the game you have to master, or
Vital.
at least strive to master.
So here's a question.
You know what I mean?
Is networking a lost art?
No,
No.
hell no.
No.
You
Think
That's
people
what
are still out here
everybody- to a lot
high-fiving
of
and
places.
slapping hands
Right.
and everything, or they're just trying to DM people?
Oh,
I mean, it's everything.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, it's more on the phones now, but
DM
face to
is
face.
definitely for me. DM, that's how
It
I
works.
get a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah.
it
A
works.
lot of
though.
people I get at, and a lot of people get at me through that.
Right. But don't you think that it's almost like impersonal? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, say we meet in a club now, and I dap you, and we're there, and we share 1-2 drinks. That's an energy you share with a person. You get to suss him out, see how he's looking, and is he a nerd? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as opposed to getting a DM from somebody, and then there being no connection, and then these weird things starting to happen based on ego, and I have more followers than you, or whatever the case is, right? So it's just like,
I hear what you're saying. I mean,
Right.
for me, because I'm outside, like
Right.
I'm always outside, so like
Right.
I get both. I get what you're talking about, where I
Right.
meet people in person,
Right.
and we have like a genuine, introduction or whatever the fuck,
Right.
or I'm getting pure DMs. I'm getting both.
Right.
So which one? All right. So then, which one? All right. So out of those two situations, I guess which one results in an actual business relationship, the DM or the face to face?
I mean, I can't really say, because both, I've had crazy business relationships and made a lot of money both ways, through meeting somebody in the club or
Yeah.
at a lounge
Yeah.
or at a
The face-to-face,
podcast. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I've also, with guys that DM me, we made money in the end. So like, both ways. And again, these are things that, for me, you just want to just utilize. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Figure out more of these little
Yeah,
lane
for
ways.
sure.
You know what I mean? And that's part of mastering the whole network, like the thing you're talking about, networking, because it's definitely, I'll say about 50 to 75% of the game,
Right.
Okay.
to be honest, because it ain't what you deserve, it's what you can close.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So
your
in terms of-
energy, right?
So in terms of networking, like I kind of to follow up with the question was like, is it? I guess more so, is networking more genuine? Do you find like when most people reach out to you and say, "Yo, I want to do something with you," is it more of a genuine thing, or is it more like, "Fuck, I seen this guy, I seen her, I
I've
seen
seen
this
your
dude."
reels at 44.
And like, yo, 44.
that's the
I
part.
gotta holler at this guy.
Yeah, that's
Just because. So is it genuine or is it just
that's
for
the
the
part.
crowd?
No, that's the part of
Which
the
one is-
game.
which one is
That's the
happening
part
more?
of the game when you're coming up that you have to learn how to juggle, because you know what it took to get to this spot that you're at. So you
Right.
can't just brush people that are doing the
Exactly.
same thing that you was doing.
Right.
But now you leveled up a
exactly.
bit. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
now obviously more people are trying to get at you, because now that you're in a little bit of different position where you can put certain guys on, right? And so that's the part you got to juggle, because at the same time, the main focus, and not to sound selfish, but at the end of the day, you're here for what your career is going to be and how you're going to lay down your legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to make sure that you're on point with that. All the other stuff, that shit can come when it comes, but you have to try to figure out, and that's the challenging part, where when you're really serious about it, you gotta like make sure that you practice. Like we were talking about practicing, right?
Right.
You always gotta practice. Like I'm 20 plus years in the game.
Right.
I still practice
Yeah.
almost every day.
Yeah.
Tell them, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
And when you're grinding, you know it comes with it.
Because
No, it
because
comes
when
with
you're
it. These new kids,
performing,
man.
when you're performing, like just like in anything, if you're performing on a regular basis and sometimes at a high level, you want to make sure that you're ready. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You want to make sure you're prepared. I see a lot of DJs, I can tell they weren't prepared.
So is trust more important than love?
That's a good one.
Anybody.
Anybody, come on, yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
Wow.
Take further what you were saying.
I think
I
so.
think so too.
Trust
I
is more
think
important
so.
than love.
If you
Yeah.
follow love, sometimes you'll get, hurt in the end.
not
Because
real
if you can
love.
trust somebody, you can love them
Yeah.
after. You can't love somebody if you don't trust them.
exactly.
Oh, okay, so chicken, like the chicken and egg story, basically.
Have you had a
Yeah.
situation where someone who loved you hurt you Like in terms of the game, like in terms of what you've been doing, like through this process.
100%.
They loved you to
100%.
death and
Speak on
then
that.
shot you
Speak
like
on that.
Selena. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
Let
Like,
me
been in
start.
situations
Let her
like
speak.
this.
And I'm not gonna hold
1000%.
nothing.
Let her speak. Let her speak. Do
I'm
your thing.
a get at y'all.
the microphone's right there.
I'm gonna get at y'all.
Camera.
Let me tell you something. I was with my old label. Okay, I left them. They made the label mate look exactly like me. Her body's done. Her tits are done. Her teeth are done. I'm like, so I
Hold
left
on, are
y'all.
yours done too?
Everything is done, just like me.
No, but are yours done or you're natural?
I'm done. Period. I don't care. I'm
Okay,
done.
okay.
I don't care.
I like
I'ma
that.
hold
I
it.
like that
I've been
transparency.
done 10 years ago.
I appreciate
Hold it
it.
down. So, so anyway, she looked exactly like me. She actually had some single release, and she had like a little statue. I thought it was me. I'm like, this is bizarre. Like,
that's
how can
crazy.
y'all do this to me? I was so hurt. I cried for like 3 weeks.
They made the AI version of you.
I was like, nah, I left y'all because you guys didn't let me express myself. Her name?
Yeah, the new artist.
S-E-F-A.
S-E-F-A.
Gwen. I don't care. I've been talking
Google
about this girl
that.
because y'all,
S-E-F-A.
S-E-F-A.
Carbon copy of Nina Richie. We're gonna pull this up.
No.
She's gonna come up in the clip. When we run the clips, when we run the clips on Instagram, her face is gonna pull up.
What's going
And I was
on?
like, wait, when did
Pull
this
it up on the
happen?
big screen,
like,
too.
I was hurt so bad because I'm like, yo, homie, like the big dog on the label we're so cool.
Right.
But it's like, you guys, like, you couldn't make her do something else. You know what I'm saying?
So there's
It
a
really bugged
copycat.
me.
There's a copycat
Yeah,
Nina
that's
out
not
there.
cool. That's
Bun
not
up the
cool. That
copycat.
really
All the
bugged me.
copycat people and bun up yourself. You know what I mean? Be your own self. Don't be like Nina.
You know, don't like stop that.
All
so
right.
anyway, yeah. So
All right, we're gonna lighten it up a little bit. You niggas got emotional.
Goddamn.
yeah, no, the body. Get to the body part because
Get to
I'm
the body.
flabbergasted.
Oh shit.
I'm
No, she looks like her.
flabbergasted.
Damn.
Like, what
crazy.
is
Her lips are kind
wrong?
of more inflated still. She got the mouth done too.
Everything.
She got the mouth down.
Hey,
I call those the rubber grips.
the rubber group.
The rubber grips.
I don't care. This is part of the show.
I don't care.
Her ass is fat still. Your ass is fat like that?
I mean, she has more hips. She's tall. She's like 6 feet. So yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you know,
She's built. You're saying.
Is it
she's a Meg Thee
okay?
Stallion.
Check her
Yeah.
out on the OnlyFans.
Kill me.
No,
All right, yo.
I'm playing.
All right, so yo, I got a question. You know, like I know you guys are both DJs. You know what I mean? You guys are always in the club doing your thing. When I go to the club now, especially DT, I find that yo, the DJs, they're not trying to play different stuff. They're willing to play the same 30 tracks over and over.
What
no
works,
mixing.
works.
Nah, fuck what works
That's
work.
what I
Play
was
for
saying.
the
No,
people.
that's what I
that-
was saying. What works.
No, like I feel like all right. So last time I went to, I think it was like Blind Tiger, one of those fucking clubs, DT. So I go down there. The man them are playing the tune. They have their thing playing. It's fucking Spotify. The commercials playing inside the club.
my goodness.
Jeez.
Why is this happening?
This is a
DT?
downtown club.
This is a downtown
That's
club. Big
outrageous.
downtown club.
Wow.
Why is this happening? Explain to me. What's going on with the DJs?
You can't ask me that. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't even know.
I'm
what
not- that's
that-
a
I
club
never-
owner policy.
I never even heard.
That's
of
a club
it.
owner
never
policy.
heard of
Yeah,
that.
like that.
I don't know.
No,
Wait,
I
you
never even
actually
heard
heard that?
anything.
This
Was
is
it
what happened. I'm telling
early
you
in the
true
night
story.
or like prime time?
We're talking about like 12:30.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I
Yeah,
never heard of
like this is why I don't go like
Yeah.
partying
Yo,
downtown.
these new DJs.
Telling you, Wicked, you gotta be the flex. You gotta
Yeah,
start
yo,
the coalition
show them
of
what time. You
DJs
gotta book
and
DJ
start
Waveyy, you gotta book
regulating
DJ
this
Wikked.
nigga.
That's why.
This nigga's whack. He has to work on his game for 4 more years before he pulls up to King Street. Like, for real, fam. It's
What's
bad
wrong
out
with
here.
it? Why-
Spotify.
Why are the new DJs struggling to keep a vibe in a party? Why are they struggling?
Honestly, a better question is name 3 good parties you've been to, and I'll explain to you. Name 3 good parties. What you say?
Clubs or parties?
Clubs and parties
Just
are
in general.
Obviously,
close.
my man here at 44 fucking
Oh,
up
yeah,
the
44
place.
Okay, that's one.
I haven't been on in a minute,
And
so
Give me
yeah.
2 then.
I just
How
go
about
to
African? Because
Alright.
I'm into
Any.
that.
Oh, we
I-
always
Too-
got to big up
Too
Caruza.
Lounge.
Caruza's
Shout
a
out to
crazy
Too Lounge.
Afrobeats
Caruza,
part
I don't know
party.
DJs
Huh?
But I don't know any
Kiga.
DJ at Crew.
Kiga and a couple other
What I was
people.
getting to is,
Yeah, they were like
you know what I mean?
collective.
The DJs.
Yeah.
The DJs. You had a great time at 44 because you were musically entertained the right way.
Right,
so
right.
you got to blame the promoters. Don't even blame the ones who's throwing the parties because they're the ones booking the DJs and getting the entertainment.
Exactly.
They should know who to book. They should know what crowd they have and
Alright,
what I
fuck the
need for this
promoters.
party. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna book DJ
But
Wikked.
how much of that is the you know, let's not even call a spade a spade. It is this is what it is. How much of that is a racist club owner not wanting a certain demographic to be in his club?
No, it's
That's
That's
real.
real. That's
But
real. That's
life.
real.
We-
That's
we-
real.
Like,
That's
especially
life,
as black
but
men, we
you
go
know
through
what
life
I'm
with
saying?
this shit.
So-
So club owners, especially, it's like that's on them. If they still don't want to fight that barrier and book DJ Wikked because he's Filipino or book Waveyy because he's Jamaican, you know what I mean? That's on them. Like they know,
And the crowd you're
And it's
bringing,
an
you know what I'm
they
saying?
know, like
Yeah.
they know. So it's or they've
Let's
heard.
keep it real. There's like two
They heard.
undercover boy in every club nowadays.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Always,
For sure.
always.
You know what I'm saying? So,
See this guy,
Like-
his fucking traps look like Thanos. You're like,
Who the fuck is that? Like,
is it the fault of the clubs? Like, is it their fault that they're not even trying to pay attention to who the new ill whatever is or who the seasoned ill DJ is? They don't even know. They got to get it through somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Is
they
it
don't really
is
know.
it
Sometimes
more
that's
that
what-
or is
that's
it
what it's very
like,
rare that an owner
or is it
knows.
just a lazy fucking consumer that doesn't give a shit? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think about it in that perspective. You're right. The owners don't go out. They don't know who's popping. They don't know who's, and then they'll ask their
they
friend.
hire people.
But they ask their friend now. And
promote.
they, oh, I know.
They leave that
My
part
cousin
to
Joe plays
the
music.
to the promoters or the
Right.
hosts
They
or
hire
whatever, right?
people.
Like that's or the manager. That's not the owner's job.
So it's
We're going
definitely
back-
the promoter.
so fuck the promoter. If
it's-
you go to
yeah.
the wild party,
Whoever's throwing the party should know who to book.
I'm just waiting.
No,
I wanna hear
see?
this.
That goes against this guy's philosophy. It's not fuck the promoter. It's link the promoter again. Do a next deal with him until you know something's gonna pan out.
I'll tell you right now. You
Alright.
you want to know what the problem is? I'll tell you right now. A lot of times, in a lot of cases, it's favoritism. It's their boy, right? So, if my boy's a DJ, yeah, there's 100 other DJs, but my boy's a DJ. I don't give a fuck how shit he is. If I'm doing a party, I'm putting him on.
Right.
So that's what and then the next club owner, same shit. He got a friend that's a DJ too, and he's garbage too.
Yeah, definitely.
Now you got two
That's
garbage
another thing,
DJs
yup.
playing
Man.
at clubs
You know
where
what?
they got seniority, where nobody can
Scratch that.
bump them.
Promoter and club owner.
A sick
promoter,
DJ,
fuck the two
a
of them.
sick DJ can't bump them because the owner or the management or even the promoter is the one that's putting them on. So it could
my
be all
boy.
three.
It's all of them.
All right, so
It's
fuck
all
the
of them.
owner, fuck the promoter,
Yeah.
and
All of
fuck the
them.
DJs.
This point.
Promoter.
Well, it's not really
Alright.
fuck them. It's more so like people need to understand, and obviously this will never happen because it's been like this forever. But like, not all the time the person that deserves that position gets that position,
No, that's definitely true.
right?
sure.
And
Definitely
so
true.
what happens is when
Yeah.
it doesn't work out, where the proper person that can, take care of that task properly, when it's somebody else that is not equipped to take that on, that's what fucks everything up.
Right.
And then you start pointing fingers.
All right. The next thing I want to follow up, going back to the club. So like, I find that like a lot of club DJs downtown, they don't keep the vibe flowing. So like, for instance, like I think a couple weeks ago, I went to Cold Tea. And I'm there with my fam, you know what I mean? We're doing our thing. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? They play the one hip hop. Boom, we're in the Afro beats. I was like, whoa, what happened? Like,
The
we're all of a
transition.
sudden, the one of us, we're like this, whoa, because we're like, what just
So the
happened?
club got shifted.
Yo,
Yo.
I was shocked.
I mean,
I
Waveyy,
know what you're
you gotta
saying.
know,
I
you
know
know,
what you're
this
saying.
DJ transitions is
Yeah,
just
like
as
what's
important,
going on?
right?
Like, you know what I mean? I think we're listening to Young Thug. All of a sudden, the whiskey came up. I was like, whoa, I felt like the whole thing shifted. I was like, the vibe just changed. We're about to take a shot with the
I know
stop and shit.
exactly what you're
Why
saying.
is this happening? Like,
They don't practice.
They don't.
it
They
practice?
don't.
Are
They
they not
don't
reading the
practice.
crowd? What is
They're
it?
also too not playing out a lot.
Yeah.
If you play out a lot, it's just like anything. If you're doing something at a high level all the time,
You
when
know
it,
what
it,
you
it
know.
just comes natural. So
Right.
those types of transitions ain't gonna happen on my watch.
It's
I've been here. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I've
right.
been in this situation before. Where
Like,
it's
I
like,
have a
okay,
partner.
maybe this thing's not vibing as much. Maybe I do need to transit to another genre of music, but I'm gonna do it in a certain way where it's like it's a vibe.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Not
That's
where
what's
what you're
supposed to be.
talking about, where it's like, yo, it just swap like.
No,
nah,
legit,
we're
it
not.
switched. Like, no, legit.
Yeah.
When it switched, the whole.
I don't know what kind of parties you're going to. You're playing Spotify.
But in his
I'm
defense,
driving
in his
by.
defense though, right? In his defense,
These
I'm gonna
new
tell you,
clubs, I don't
and
know
everybody
about
would.
them.
No,
I'm
but
pretty
you
sure
can't.
you
It's
can agree
completely
with this,
different.
and Wavey, I'm pretty sure you can agree with this. Most DJs. Toronto is the hardest crowd to DJ for.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Too many
We are
cultures.
so like
sure.
gritty screw face for real, like beyond screw face. Like
They make us
motherfuckers
we
just
have
go to the club, roll up, ball up, stare at the girls, and go home. Like they don't come to
But
turn
you
up.
know who started that? When I gotta blame her. It's her birthday. Mona and Vince Carter. They fucking started the division of the club. Bottle service, sections, all that shit. Killed the party, bro. Like, and
I mean, yes
hold
or
on,
no?
hold on,
Yes or no?
no, hold on,
Yes
hold
or
on,
no?
hold on, hold on. Hear me out. Because there was a time back in the day, and you know, they call me OG for a reason, but there's a time back in the day when you used to have to hold your bottle.
Yeah,
Mans
I
would buy,
was there, but you can
mans
still
would buy
do that now.
24s, mans would buy 24s of beers and
Yeah.
keep it at their feet.
And
You
a
get what I'm
bottle.
saying?
The side that's not open,
But
that's
you
what's
know-
holding the other bottle in ice. Like,
But you know why she's
Evolution,
like that?
right? Evolution,
And,
right?
and she
You
traveled.
graduate from the
She
beer
went to other
bottles. Yeah.
cities.
I mean, there's still parties that are like that. You
Right,
can still
right.
find those types of parties. Might not be the type of parties you want to go to, but you can still do that.
But the whole thing is, it's like you want to go where the best DJ is. The best DJ is going to be at the party that's sectioned off. Are you doing the pro bono parties where you go and just light up one vibe for like the hipsters once in a while too? Or you're sticking to the section thing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, there's always a dance floor. All the clubs that I DJ at, there's always a dance floor.
Right,
so
right.
people are still holding it up. Like, not everybody can book a table. So there's gonna be majority of people actually can't book a table, right? So, and that's not to knock anybody off. That's just reality.
really,
It's true.
That's reality,
We're in a-
right?
we're in a
Most
pandemic.
people
Inflation
are
pandemic.
going to the
Sometimes,
club.
brother.
You know what I mean? They're trying to find a comfortable spot on the dance floor, or if they might know somebody that's got a section. But like the vibes are still there. But I hear what you're saying though,
Right.
because prior to there being no bottle service and no sections, everybody was forced to be on the dance floor.
yeah, for sure.
Right.
So everybody was
And not
seeing
G.
each other, because you could be, and I know what you're talking about, because like you could have a section in a club, and let's just say you got like this side, and then people, but they're on that side. You ain't really seeing them.
You're not walking down.
And if you do
Most people
see
are
them,
not walking up for it.
you're not partying with them
Yo,
as
Wikked,
opposed to
that's why I love doing boat cruises.
because everybody's in the
Because
same
everyone's
area.
right. You can't go nowhere.
No, you
don't
have to-
really-
you
I
have
don't
to
know.
have
You better
fun.
see.
I
I
don't
love
go
doing
to
boat
boat
rides.
cruises.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, I guess so.
You can't go nowhere. You better enjoy this
I
music.
hate that shit though. I
And
want
the
to leave
DJs
when I
better
want
work
to
hard.
leave.
I just
yo.
don't like. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
wanna leave
I
when
just
I
want to
wanna
be able to
leave.
leave when I want to
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I
the
mean?
partier, I don't know.
Because
but
let's
for a
just say
DJ,
the DJ sucks, and I'm like, yo, I can't take 4 hours.
Exactly.
Of this shit.
So this one goes for everyone. Cloud is the new thing. Everybody's looking for some type of fame. You know what I'm saying? What's the balance though? Like, do you have a balance of, keeping it 100, keeping it real and doing what is required of you to get followers and likes and streams and so on and so forth? Like, are you 100% yourself, or you wearing a fucking mask? Keep it real.
no,
I think
I'm 100%
I'm real.
myself.
Like I
always.
just told you, walk on right now.
I know I'll never lose doing that, so I'm always 100% myself. But
Right.
I mean, I may have my weird times, or the case may be, which is not normal to a normal society, but
Right. But it's
I
still
mean,
you.
it's still me. But like, I noticed now transitioning into a producer/artist, like, I wanted to stay producer, but because of what I'm doing right now, I'm executive producing, I'm working with artists, I'm songwriting, I'm creating a song from
You're
scratch.
Babyface.
So
You're
I
the new
need more than
Babyface.
just producer. You know what I
Alright.
mean? So I'm the Babyface, DJ Khaled, Kanye in one. Like, it's going crazy. Yeah.
Relax.
But like, it's like, but like right now, I'm seeing that like I'm gonna have to kind of show. What was I getting at?
I'm supposed to know what you were getting at?
No, what was I getting at? You started naming the artist, and I forgot what I was gonna say. But
No, you were just talking about how, like, you stay yourself.
yeah,
And
so exactly what this was. Yeah, so now transitioning into that, into being those artists that we were talking about, like, it's hard now because I'm working on marketing and trying to get my music out and being known as the artist. So I have to now do reels and TikToks and this whole lifestyle of like showing what I'm doing every moment.
But is that you, though?
Not really, but it
You
is.
just lied to
I'm
me in
being
my
myself.
face.
How though? Because I'm
Because you just
You know
said,
what it is? You're being
I'm
yourself.
doing this
So I have to record
representation,
myself
I'm doing
being
all this
myself.
thing.
Yeah.
This
So you know what
thing.
it is? It's not that you're not being yourself. It's the idea of posting or like showing everybody
who
you are.
Yeah,
That's
so
what the issue is.
it
with
is
fame.
still being yourself, but now I have to show the world who I am, which I'm okay showing my circle, but I have to show the world, which is kind of out of your comfort zone. But it's like, and what I mean by that is like in the studio. I like being in the studio with my artists, my other two people, and just recording. Now I have to kind of record my sessions or vlog sessions just to show people that what we're working on, stuff like that.
Right.
Still myself,
Right.
but I just have to show. So that's what I mean.
I guess I don't think it's more so being like not yourself. It's more so allowing people to see yourself. That's
Exactly.
what the issue is that you seem like you're having at this point.
So,
Okay.
For sure. Kind of drifted when I got thinking of the artist.
How about you, Wicked? You wearing a mask?
I definitely am wearing a mask. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But it's the mask is part of me. You get what I'm saying? It's
Ski
just
mask
one,
way.
exactly one
Balaclava
dimension
way,
of
brother.
who I am.
Balaclava way.
You know what I mean? Because I have my time where I'm chilling, and then I have my time where it's game face time. You know, and that's the mask.
Right.
You know, like when you close a deal, you lit, you turned up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's different from when I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Because when I'm chilling, I'm not in that mode of, okay, let me just go get hungry right now and just close a bunch of deals.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because I'm in savage mode.
You have a
When I'm in
and
chill
off.
mode, because
On and off.
it's like everything, timing is everything. Certain things you
Right.
can't force.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta have to adapt to it. And when you have your game face on, you attack it differently, as opposed to when you're not in game face mode. So yeah, I got a mask on. It's a game face mask,
Okay.
Same
Ay,
one,
ay,
same one.
ay.
You have a
which
mask
is
for the club.
part of my, you know.
Put on the helmet like Ray Lewis. Put on the helmet
Just like how y'all
Ray
got the
Lewis, you know
ski,
what I mean?
just like how y'all got the ski mask on right now. This is your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
Yeah, no, I get it.
podcast
I
mode.
get
You know what I mean?
get you.
What
get
about
you.
you, Nina?
I'm just me all the time.
You don't feel like you wear a mask no matter what you're
This
doing.
girl just said she left the label because they wasn't fucking with what she
No,
wanted.
She's
it's
sharp.
not even that. It just couldn't be me. You know, like that Afro house was, my style. Like,
Right,
they want me to
right.
do more African, like Ghana, tree. And when I speak tree, they laugh at me because I'm not born there, right? So although I could speak it, but
Right.
I'm who I am. I'm
So-
So why she made the shift?
So what's more popular right now, Afrobeats or dancehall music?
In your opinion. He's trying
On
to
a
set
main,
classic.
on a
Yeah,
main,
I'm just
on a-
saying,
no. We can
Oh,
we don't
wait.
talk
I
about
don't know, man.
Are we
I
talking
don't know.
because
mainstream?
we have a whole bunch.
No,
of
because I know he's in the dance hall, so I was like, no, there's no.
It won't even be beef because like
It's not
I respect
reality.
both sides.
But
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
more popular?
That's
I don't
Afrobeats.
care.
It's
I
more
don't
universal.
disrespect
Afro
beef.
beats is popping because
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
the
Like,
reason
I
being
fuck with
because
it's a vibe.
one like Caribbeans, they're everywhere, but not as much as like the African culture. Like you got
hell no.
African
Oh,
culture
hell
in
no.
Paris.
Come on. No,
You know,
no way.
You ever hear about
Paris.
Yardman? You ever hear about Badman in Paris? Nobody's
Yeah.
ever heard about Badman in
Of
Paris.
course.
I don't
Dame Dash got robbed in Paris.
Who?
Dame Dash.
He's not a
Stop.
yardman though. He's not a yardman.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to show
Yardman
you.
did.
Robbed
You
in
ever hear?
Paris,
So I
so.
said Badman in Paris.
Harlem
Never heard of
nigga is
that.
pretty hard too.
There's no
sometimes.
Badman in Paris. There's Africans
No, there's
everywhere
definitely
else.
bad man in Paris. There's,
Yeah.
No, I'm
there's
talking
bad
about
man
There's
yard.
big-
I'm
everywhere.
not talking
There's
about
big
Badman.
time.
I'm talking about yardman.
Okay.
You have to understand.
He said
There's
bad.
yard
I
man
said
everywhere in the
Batman.
world,
Yeah.
yo.
No,
Everywhere.
but are they in France like the Africans?
They're probably out there.
This
I'm
is
sure.
a-
I'm just trying to
Africa
show you,
is a
bro.
big
That's exactly. It's a
continent.
big
Like-
continent. Way more
Right.
people than Caribbean.
And-
So you're saying
I'm
Afrobeats.
gonna
I
gonna
know
say
it's
something.
Afrobeats.
1000%.
I'm gonna say
Afrobeats.
something.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Afrobeats,
Because-
different type of Afrobeats. There's
I can't
Moroccan
say that.
Afrobeats.
I can't.
South African
If I want to
Afrobeats.
agree, I can't agree.
East
because
African Afrobeats.
in any party, like you have to hear. I could even go to a regular party all over the world and not hear dancehall.
Brother, I agree with you. I
But
agree
I would hear
everywhere.
1-2 Afro beats, but you would never not hear dancehall.
Oh
No,
no,
but
you
we're
would
talking
hear.
about on a
You would hear a
mainstream-
Sean Paul.
We're hearing on a
You would hear a
mainstream
Bob Marley.
level across the world.
But
You're
I don't
more
like-
likely gonna hear.
Yeah, I'll maybe hear the most poppin' TikTok Afro song. Yeah,
Yes,
because of
more
but
than likely
you'll
than
never
a
not
job.
hear a dancehall.
I don't believe that.
Yeah,
Because
but you
brother,
know
I've been
what?
to a
Right.
couple places. There are places, even in the states I've been to, they don't play. They
Maybe.
won't even play.
I haven't been
yard
to
music.
Spain and these places. So
Afrobeats
maybe.
right now.
The
is
Afrobeats
super
will
hot,
play.
Yeah,
right?
that's what they're playing. They'll play
Yeah.
Afro beats. Like,
But
It's
is it
super
always
hot.
the most poppin' TikTok one, right?
Right.
Most likely.
yeah, it's
100%.
No, but that's the
Those are
whole
the most
thing.
popular
Afrobeats is more universal. It's more commercial.
Right.
Yeah, that's-
It's
And like,
happy
just look at the
music.
concerts
Right.
alone. Look at all the artists, like the top Afrobeat
They're
artists,
selling out.
and look at the top dance
Burna Boy
artists.
have the
They're not
biggest,
even
one
the
of the
same
biggest.
comparison.
not the same, bro.
They're doing
Yeah, I do the same
arenas.
shows for sure.
Yeah.
These
That's
guys are
true.
doing arenas,
World tours.
back
Yeah,
to back,
Burna
sold out.
Boy, yeah, Rima.
You know,
The world box is locked
30,000.
up.
40,000.
It's the
You know what it's like?
50,000.
Hold on. You know what this is
Y'all not
exactly
about to
like?
understand certain
It's
shit.
exactly like a hockey game.
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
you don't want to accept.
I don't want to
It's
accept
like,
it, but it's
fine.
like, fuck
Hold
it,
on.
man, like,
It's
I
crazy.
know,
Numbers
trust me.
don't lie. Like,
Hold on, though. I do feel if Vibes Cartel was out here, he'd be doing.
But
the
that's
same
what I was
shit.
just trying to say.
But-
Hold on,
No,
hold on.
my dad,
For me personally,
Fire one for
not,
World
and not
Boss.
to not to knock Afrobeats, but for me, dancehall is for me a better vibe.
No, big up yard man, right?
And
I
love
believe
I love
the same.
Afrobeats.
I believe the same.
I love
Two points.
Afrobeats,
Yeah,
but
you know what
but
But
the
it-
energy with dancehall or just reggae, like it just nothing compares.
Screwface
to that.
thing isn't working no more. People are tired of that. They want to man's want to
We're
have
in
fun
that
again.
era.
we gotta hug
Yeah.
that era too because it was hard to get there.
No, the
To have
dance hall.
fun and dance.
There's
and-
too much. There's too much boop, boop, scammer,
So-
them.
Yeah, we're out of
Not
that.
enough,
Based on-
not enough.
okay.
Based on this whole thing with fucking Afrobeats being the best, yeah, they beat out dancehall
Okay,
for the
whoa,
last.
this
Hold
is
on,
best.
wait, relax.
Nobody said
The most popular is the best.
No.
No one was
No,
thinking
no.
about Jessica Spano. They were
No,
thinking
no,
about Kelly
no.
Kapowski.
At the end
I
of the
can't-
day,
Now that they're the most popular or most poppin' or whatever, they're the fucking forefront.
Right.
Burna Boy just turned down $5 million in Dubai.
I rate
Because
it.
he can't
So.
smoke.
Are you doing it?
I rate it, but you know
No.
why?
Hold on, are you doing it?
No.
You know why?
I'm doing
I
it.
I seen that post and I was
I'm
like,
gonna
you know
be
why?
working.
I'm 50-50 because management should have stepped in because Burna Boy himself shouldn't have made that decision because obviously the man loves to smoke. He loves his weed. He can't go nowhere without his weed. So he's gonna be like, fuck it. I already have money, whatever. He's thinking like him. His management should have been
Snoop Dogg got to smoke in Dubai.
Yeah. So management should have stepped in, either worked out a deal or been like,
That's
you know what?
wild. I didn't even
We,
know that.
we're gonna do this show and hop straight on that plane, fam. You're good.
Yeah.
It's something. Something should have happened. Someone should have spoke up.
Do you have any Snoop Dogg stories?
Hell yeah.
Snoop.
Hell yeah.
Give us a Snoop story.
Last time I saw him,
Smoking Snoop story.
the last time I saw him,
I just smoke with Snoop.
so
Something else.
some of his roaches are the size of my blunts. Like when he puts it out, it's like, it's basically like what a blunt is, right?
Yeah.
When you start it. And the last time I smoked with him, he brought, obviously, he always brings his own shit. He always disses the shit here. I mean, don't get me wrong, he still smokes the shit here, but he's
Yeah,
bringing
it's
shit from home,
It's
right?
a personal thing.
It's a personal thing, right?
Yeah.
So, and I smoke, and I've smoked with him before, so I'm like, oh, this is nothing, no big deal. And he was actually booked to DJ at a club, and in the middle of his set, I just started bugging out, and then it was because of his weed. And then next thing you know, he had a whole bunch of fans coming in, rushing him, and they were like, all of a sudden I had to be security for him. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're
like-
playing defense
hold on,
now.
and
Your Frosso?
Yeah, because I'm right beside him, and they're like bombarding the DJ booth, and I'm like pushing them back, right?
Okay,
And I'm like, I'm not even supposed to be doing this shit. Keep in mind, I'm fucked up right that time. I was lit, like that. And I was like,
Do you think that's not like fucking like you're a drug fucking addict? Like you're turning down $5 million just because you can't puff your thing for 3 days?
That's ridiculous.
No. What do you want to say? I want to hear you. What do you got to say?
I would have been working. Like, I'm not gonna have the jitters. I'm like, I can't fucking do shit. Like, I'm gonna be working.
I think it goes
sure.
more
Someone
along
in
the
the team
lines
should've
though
stood.
that Dubai just comes with a whole bunch of rules.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like
I
when
feel like
you
that's-
step on those grounds, you better must know yourself.
yeah,
I went there,
Yeah.
100%.
and it was
Yeah.
crazy. You can't even spit on the ground. You spit,
Yeah.
you're getting like 3 years in jail.
You can't spit on the ground?
You cannot-
I would've
You can't
got
even be.
clapped.
I think
would've
you
got
can't
clapped out there.
be caught on the street arguing with a girl
No.
either. Like you
And
can't even do
I
that.
can't raise my voice
Yeah.
Holy.
as a woman.
That's crazy.
Dubai.
heard
was
that.
like
But you know
guys
what,
didn't
though,
want to be
the-
around that culture.
The problem with
love
that,
it.
for me, the problem with that situation is, Burna Boy should be plugged in with one of the princes to be able to like get that
Do his
free
thing.
pass.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
Some
Right?
deal should
But
have been
that's
worked.
Yeah.
level.
Smoke it in
though.
the shisha.
He's there, but no offense, Burna.
You know
Don't
what I
kill
mean?
me, and I love Burna. Shout out to Burna, but he's not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
To be on that level, it's like you gotta be there. Like Snoop Dogg
I think
is
Burna would be there though. For
But you have to
It's
understand
been
too. Some
time.
people's
years in work.
happiness
You know
is not really about all the money. Just
Okay.
enough that they're comfortable and their family's comfortable,
Right.
and they're happy with that. You know what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying? But then he should have checked in. Like
yeah, he should have
Prince.
checked it with the prince for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? But it comes
Because
with
you don't
ego.
want to, ever
Let me
leave 5
tell
million
you
on.
about
You don't ever
Africans.
want to leave 5 million on the table.
Fam, let me tell you about Africans. Our egos are like to here.
Yeah.
We feel like we're higher than anybody. That's
Yeah.
a problem with Nigerians. Don't mess with Nigerians. Their egos pop, pop, pop. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So Burna, I'm sure he felt like, yo, who these people trying to tell me I can't do
So
shit?
what makes you happy as an artist?
Or even as a DJ, yo. What's
well,
that?
They're all artists.
Yeah,
they all
sure,
have their
sure.
art form. Like, what makes you happy as an artist? Like,
Wikked, you want to
within your form and how you rock the crowd or whatever the case is. Like, what is it that fucking makes you buck your nut from doing your genre of what
That's
you
twice.
do? Pause.
Hey,
Super pause.
I just left the
Pause.
pause for the
I
end
just
of
gave
the
you the yellow
segment.
card. I'm just telling you, red
Period,
is coming
know
up.
what I'm saying?
I gotta get you a shorty at this point because I
Gotta
don't know
relax.
what you're thinking about.
Anyway, what you saying?
But
I mean, for me, it's just really going into a party, fucking it up, and leaving. You know,
How do you know you
that's
fuck
my
up the party
shit.
though? How do you
You
know
know
you
what I
fuck up
mean?
the party?
You know.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
you
how
know.
do you
No,
know?
like what's
You
the
know
sign? You
stuff.
can't just say you know.
You know
Because
because
yo,
man.
you could be out there. Yo, I had the sickest time, and I'm just sitting there like,
Nah, man.
Listen,
You're not
they
an
play this
experienced
party,
DJ.
like-
You know.
like
I can't say shit about the parties you've been going to. They're going to playlists and shit. I don't want to hear it.
Like,
about
I
your
want to
parties.
know, bro. 'Cause
Honestly, yo, for me, it's definitely like Wikked said, it's leaving the party and having that experience. There's two sides, obviously creating, and now I'm at that point where I can play the music that I created, and that's something that it worked to, like from when I started DJing. I said, yo, I can't wait to do that. And now I'm here and I can play the music that people are familiar with too, because sometimes you're playing shit that's your homies' music and no one knows, but now like people are singing a song. I'm like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? So that's a good experience. But just knowing you play it and you walk out and like people had a good time. They're like, yo, you know what I mean?
all right, what's it for you?
Performing, like my last performance opened for Tiwa Savage, and people were just singing my song, and I was shocked. I'm like, oh my god, it's a good feeling, you know.
Is there like
You
is there
know.
is it like something that like when you hear that, you know, like do you guys go like holy shit, like do you feed off that energy? Like is it making you feel like
1,000%.
Yeah.
Of
1,000%.
course,
That's
makes
what
you
it
wanna
is.
go hard.
That's the whole thing. It's like gamblers when they go to the casino, when it, you know, when you got to fucking double up, or if you got to split the cards.
Keep going.
That rush,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's that rush. So
I
that
think
rush
he's
in front of
leaking
the
a little
crowd.
bit of his demons.
Is it like
I'm just saying, or even like,
You
you know,
gamble?
people that do drugs,
Yeah.
that hit, you know what I mean?
Right,
That's
right.
what they're addicted to. That's what gives them that high, right?
So you said you know you fucked up the party. So is it what you're seeing some weaves fucked up? You see mans are walking on drunk, sloppy, beer sweaty faces. Like, you know, what is that sign? Because like I want to know, like when I go to the party, I'm like, all right, I see.
Is it like a fight breaking out?
Yeah, like what's going on? You play knuck, you
No,
buck, two
it's-
elbows are going in. Security has to rush in. Like,
those are the days.
it really, most of it is really just like people telling you personally.
okay, so
You
you have a
know,
lot of people
like-
come back and like, see,
Yeah,
we
like-
think the party was mad.
Yeah,
You
like
get like
people
two
will message
confirmations,
me.
you know. Like,
Yeah,
I already knew it. But
people
like,
will tell me
more?
while I'm actually doing
I'm
it. They'll be
guilty
like, "Yo,
of
you're
this.
killing this shit right
Wait,
now." Or
do
like,
people still do money pull up anymore?
I was just about to ask
1,000%.
that. Just about to ask that. Is that a thing in the club?
That's, then you know you had a good party. You know what I mean?
that's another thing.
Those
But
parties
that's,
you've been to, is
you
that
know,
money pull up? No?
again,
Yeah.
when you've been doing this shit for so long, right? You know when you fucked the shit up. You've done it a million times, and you know when you didn't fuck it up. So
Right.
for me, I'll be honest. If I didn't fuck it up, like if it was maybe my sets wasn't right, my timing was right, the crowd was whack, or a combination of everything, I can't deny that. But if I fuck the shit up, I can't deny that either.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, Wavey, for you. When you're a DJ, I know you talked about being an artist, but as a DJ, what are the signs that let you know that the party was torn up? You fucked up the party.
As I said, the two confirmations, and as you're playing, someone comes and taps your shoulder, and yo, and you're just like, they don't even know they have like 3 more in the vault, like, or 4 more coming.
Real yard man thing right
there.
So
So
when you get one of these, you know same thing turn up.
Yeah,
You know
like,
same
yeah,
thing turn up.
you
You
know?
know, come on, yo,
It's like,
DJ.
no,
Okay,
no,
okay,
so-
okay.
Definitely the confirmation while you're playing, when you walk out, or even when you're chilling, and they're like, yo, you're going back on. It's like,
Oh, man, they say run back.
you know, you just know for sure.
Depends too on what type of party you're DJing.
Yeah.
Because every party's different. You could be doing a reggae party, you could be a trap party. You know what I mean? So
Right,
like
right,
they react differently. You know, like I just did a top 40 party. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm playing like fist pump shit.
Yeah.
So their reaction, how I'm gonna tell I fucked it up. They're not gonna be banging on the walls like at a reggae party, but they're gonna be fist pumping, screaming. You know what I'm saying? So I know I fucked them up.
Okay,
Their
so
eyes
that's
are like
screaming.
this
So
for a
depending on
reason.
so each genre
Crowd
has its
reaction,
side.
and
All right,
then
so
just
okay, hold up.
all
Now we got
that.
a different question. So you said the top 40, the more fist pumps equal a more turn up party.
Yes, for
All
them,
right,
for them people.
All right, so we're at the dancehall party. What is it?
Yes.
Okay, and then when you're at the hip hop
money,
party, what do you
money
hear?
pull-ups too.
Okay, money pull-ups. Don't forget. All right,
Yeah.
people, don't forget the money pull-ups. At the hip hop parties, what is it? What's the next sign?
Yeah.
Bottles start coming out.
Beer bottles.
Money
Yeah.
start spent.
Yeah.
Ones are going out. Ones are getting thrown.
Okay.
Girls start twerking and shit
Yeah,
in the
girls
middle.
start twerking on the couches.
Okay,
That's when you know.
I read it. I read it.
And you look at one section, lit. All these sections, dance floor, lit. Everybody's lit.
Okay.
Bottles are flying. You
It's
know,
true.
it's a light show.
Yeah.
So, come tonight, man. I'll show you what it's all about.
Bro,
Just get us in on the guest list,
I
though.
ain't even talking shit either. you know
Put me
what I
on the
mean?
list. I'll put.
But y'all gotta take the ski mask off though.
Yeah, roll with it. He's saying.
I don't know,
I don't
man.
know,
You know what I mean? I gotta guess if y'all got fresh fades, you still got time. You know what I mean? I won't be there till 12:31, so y'all got time.
So I'm gonna take things completely left right now. Like, speaking of fucking things up, Would you ever like have sex with your dad's best friend's wife?
What?
So random.
I don't even know who that is.
Because
Your dad's?
Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan, is clotting out Larissa Pippen, and she kept the last name, and she didn't change it yet. That's the crazier part, right?
So you feel like that's
And
wild.
he's about to get married with her now.
She used to babysit him. Let's just bring these facts up.
Have you ever been through some shisty shit? Like that's some real like shisty shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, as an artist, you know, have you ever been through some shisty shit like that where it's like a man tried to steal your girl or just moved really mucky and left and you just had to like, you know?
A man stole your set. A man stole your.
You know, fight him, gun him, I don't know, what like, you know? Like, has it ever like popped off because somebody was just, you know, inherently ignorant?
I mean, musically, I've had to do that musically. I don't really get messy like that, but I've been in parties where a DJ before me knows exactly what I'm about to do and goes and tries to play a set that he... I love those.
When they try to rinse you.
I love those.
Yeah.
I love
They
those
start
because
playing
it
all
just
the
keeps you on my
bangers.
toes.
That sounds like
Pause.
Goku.
Yeah.
That sounds like Goku right now. Like, you're trying to fight? I'm ready.
Yeah.
I love it because I'm so used to it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's already in the back of my mind that when
Yeah.
that happens, I'm like, yes.
But we're talking more about the back end.
Yeah,
I
like-
understand like your craft. and
Yeah,
all
like
that
that
shit.
stuff. So
I'm
I
just
get-
talking
like
about
shit we
some
should
shit
be-
that happened to you in your life,
Yeah.
like, you know, that, you know, formed you as a human being. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're 50 and you're trying to talk to the girl. Next man you knew all of a sudden scooped it. No, that was your original villain story. Like, what's going on? Like, what are you doing?
Now you're the number one
That'd be
killer.
just-
Yeah, no, you're
No,
number one.
just
That's
song.
the
No, what really
Biggest
happened to
smoke.
you, yo?
What happened?
Wicked smiling, so I know he has
I
this.
don't think it has to do them. He's just like, all right, hold on. Chapter.
I mean,
Just
like-
give it up, man. The people want to know, fam. Like, you know, your fam.
Some of the serious encounters that I came across.
Yeah, real shit.
Just shiesty shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I had one where I was DJing and this girl that I was talking to splashed her drink at this other girl that I used to be with. And like ordered straight. I didn't know this. She told me after. She ordered 4 vodka, so that shit went straight in the girl's eyes. She has contacts. She couldn't see, blind. And when she splashed her, when she dashed her, I was DJing. You know what I mean? There's like about 400 or 500 people in front of me. I had to leave and tell my warm up dude, tell my warm up guy to take over.
Right.
And so the girl that dashed the drink, she started running off to the exit, and so I ran and chased her and grabbed her arm. I'm like, yo,
Right.
what the fuck you doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? She's like, that's your fucking bitch. And next thing you know, these dudes saw me grabbing her arm,
Oh,
yanking
no.
her, thinking that I'm being disrespectful to her. And so they're trying to like be tough, not knowing that I'm like 20 deep.
And the DJ. Like, I got to get back to
And I'm
that.
the DJ. Like, so I got security plus my homeboys right there.
right.
And these 3 guys are like, you know, yo, like pushing me and shit. And it was already a big brawl, scrap. You know what I mean? I came back on the set, don't fucked up the party after.
To bring it back. Don't
Yeah.
forget about the bread. Don't forget about the bread. Don't
exactly.
forget about the bread.
But it was
guy.
fucked up because guys got hurt. You know what I mean? Over
hear
some
that.
dumb shit. You know?
Why do the Bouncers have ego?
I know
Let me
Wicked
tell
probably
you.
don't, Wicked, you don't have those problems anymore. I know you don't. Because as
No,
a DJ,
no,
I'll show them a flyer.
Yeah.
Nah,
no.
downtown,
I used to though, like when
downtowns
I
are
was coming up for
crazy.
sure.
Downtown
But
is crazy.
again, when you work at all these venues, they get to know who the fuck
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
And they know like, okay, these people, my boss shows you the utmost respect. My
But even if
boss.
the new guys is-
So you definitely got the green pass all the way through. Like
a lot of these bosses
Never seen a
nowadays
new guy?
grew up to this guy.
I guess.
Right.
What about the new guy, the new security guy? First night on the job tonight. You never had one of those?
I mean, usually the
trying
guy
to do
that
his
runs
job.
the security team gives everybody the heads up if they're a good security team.
Makes sense.
Yes, for sure, there's going to be some that aren't that great, and they don't give all their new guys heads up on like what not to do and what to do on certain situations.
Right.
You know, but I seen them fuck up, and like you know, it's a sad thing because sometimes I feel like the security. I know it's you know sometimes it's an easy job to do, but then sometimes it's a tough job to do, and like
For sure.
their
job's not easy.
yeah, as you can see, like if they approach the wrong person the wrong way, it can be fatal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, you know, security guards have to understand, like, you got to know who these people are that are inside here right now and how to approach them.
Definitely a tough job.
Because at the end of the day, it's not worth
Your life.
$150 or whatever it is that you're getting paid. You know what I mean?
Being
Just
a tough
like
guy.
talk to certain people with respect, and
Thank
then
you.
can get to see the next day. Because like a lot of times this shit starts with the disrespect.
Yeah.
That's
When
what I'm
the
saying.
disrespect is done, it's like it's a wrap. It's like no turning back.
So what's the most disrespectful moment you had?
I went to Saluna, and I'm gonna tell y'all, Saluna. Nah, I love house music. I love tribal house, and I had a good time. My people spent about like 5 racks, you know, and we were in there for an hour. We cut. Before then, they're like, okay, no hats allowed. I put my Gucci hat in the bag, right?
Yeah.
And we knew who the
Door
manager was.
Yeah.
He's like, don't worry, I got your stuff safe in here. Put your hand in the bag. Cool. I come out, hour later come out, okay, where's my Gucci hat? Oh, I'm gonna find out where I got you.
Man.
The person who stole it
Gucci.
replaced the hat with a dollar store hat.
Mod.
So I'm like, where's my Gucci?
That was a mod scheme. That was a mod scheme. That was a mod scheme.
Hold on though. The security's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm like,
Whoa.
whoa. So the man over there
Why
like,
is this-
it's
all this
on
happening? Where's my
site.
hat?
Yeah.
Where's my $800 fucking hat?
Focus.
Yeah, like, I just want the hat, man. I
Well,
wanna
you're
go
deceiving
So
home.
how did you resolve this?
What does did
And
their
the
thing
story.
mean? What is
You heard
And the
this?
story.
Don't fuck with Nina Richie, Zine,
Yeah,
because
I
the
mean,
man
the
them
story.
End the
handle their
story.
thing.
You
You
Handle
said
the
that to
story.
me? All right.
Watch yourself and talk to her nice.
Zine.
Thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Jesus
saying?
Christ.
So, no. You're right. They need to know who you're talking to.
All right, let's switch it up a little bit. I got another question. When did it become second nature to be naked online?
I mean,
I want the exact date.
Yeah.
When did this start, yo?
When did it become
Get it
regular
out.
to do this?
It's too natural nowadays.
2019,
Like,
2005, what year are we talking?
was it Facebook? Was it Instagram? When did it start, yo?
for me, it was when I shot for Mr. Guerrera. He shot for like Cardi B and all that.
Okay.
So I went to New York. I did a
Oh, you did a skin out thing.
yeah, I did my thing.
Okay. Fully nude?
Dynasty series.
Fully nude?
Semi.
Did some slimy shit happen that day?
No.
You
He's
sure?
very respectful. That
You were
man.
oiled up and shit?
I think his girl did. I don't remember. I think
OG's
she was
asking
blue.
for the
You know
link.
Blue?
You have the link? Send it to
was
OG.
in there.
the link right
You
now.
have this, leave the link, send it to OG. He's asking for the
Nah,
link. You should ask for the direct
I
link.
really
I don't know
want
what's
the
going on
link.
right
I
now,
don't
but
want the link.
My brother,
I
how
don't
do you
know
feel
what's
about this
going on
weekend?
in there.
What date?
Try to get
I
the
think
real.
it was
What happened?
Instagram for me personally.
Just type in my
Instagram
name,
came
you'll
out?
see.
Because I was around for MySpace and Facebook and all that.
Yeah.
They wasn't doing none of that shit on those platforms.
So the first IG baddie was the person that made this socially acceptable, is what you're saying.
I think it was just like a bombardment of like, oh, you doing it, you doing it, you doing it. It was it became a snowfall effect.
Who was like the
Snowball
first skin
effect
out
on me.
girl on Instagram, though?
I was never on.
Cat
Yeah.
Stacks, yes.
Big up Cat Stacks.
question.
Big up fucking Cat Stacks.
Isn't it Buffy the Body?
No. That's before Instagram.
Oh,
Way
okay.
before.
All right, Wavy, what about you? You got an answer?
I'm trying to think. He's quick with it. Like I don't know.
Oh, and Cat Stacks makes sense. That works with the timeline.
Shit, I don't know.
Cat fucking Stacks. Where's this girl now, yo?
She's still there.
She's probably on a Zan somewhere.
Isn't she still talking about stuff?
Huh?
She's still talking about certain things happening in the industry, no? I think she is.
Yes, so she's still out here doing her thing. So that's the consensus. Cat Stacks,
Cat Stacks.
Big up her.
skin out champion. Now look what you started.
If you like the Things photo today, big up Cat Stacks. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If your girl send you a look Bati photo, big up Cat Stacks. You know?
Wow.
That's what you have to say for that.
He's with it. He's taking all the smoke. So now that this like opioid crisis is going crazy right now, have you guys experienced any opioid moments at work or within the industry where you see people like fading out because they're,
Or
Too high?
ODing or doing too much drugs.
I mean, yeah.
I don't want to
parties.
see that. So
I just
had
never know
parties.
what they're fucked up over on. You know what I mean?
So you
bad,
see
it could
that
be-
regular.
Yeah, it could be perks, could be all kinds of shit.
yeah,
For
it's
real,
true.
huh?
You never know.
You never know what they're popping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just every night you know that's gonna happen.
Not every
No,
night, but
no.
you definitely every now and then you see it. you know, and
It's like, what the fuck? Like, you know,
like just Halloween weekend, I saw it.
Right.
You know, they wilding for Halloween weekend, right?
That's
so
true. It's
everybody doing the most shit. You know,
Mixing drugs and shit.
mixing shit, drinking shit. So I
Wild.
saw this one person, they were just slumped up on the wall, and I was waiting. I was waiting for somebody, and I'm in my whip, and I'm just watching this person. They're just like slowly just shrinking. You know what I mean? Like in the little corridor way, right? And next thing you know, he was just laid out, just, and I'm like, do I call the cops, like the ambulance? Like, what do I do?
Scary.
Like, because I seen him, he was like crouched.
In the club?
No, he was outside.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and the club is
I'm
wild.
outside, you know, and he's outside in his costume, and he was Spider-Man.
Oh,
All I saw,
just to make it so
I'm seeing
man
outside. Keep in mind, too, you know me, I'm smoking, right? I'm watching this shit,
Gotta
smoking.
relax,
You know what I mean? Tripping out, and the guy next thing you know, all I see is the guy laid out, like on his back, like motionless.
Man said
the
Peter
man
Parker
flew
was
off the
frazzled.
building and
Yeah,
ended
I'm like,
it.
yo,
He hurt
Spy-
himself. He just the web boss.
I'm like, Spidey, you all right? You all right, Spidey?
He's tired. He's
crazy.
done
Nah,
his job
man,
for the
I
day.
didn't know.
It's
Again, it was one of
everywhere
those
right now.
situations
Golly.
like, so my friend came in the car. I'm like, yo, she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, yo, you see this guy right here? Like, I think we should call the ambulance. Like, he's fucked. And he's by himself, you
Oh
know?
no.
And she's like,
Oh, they're out here,
Let's get
man.
the fuck out of here.
And we're seeing a lot more zombies every day. Zombies is the new thing.
Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those, weird, aspects. But, to kind of shed light on all of you guys, individually, what's next? What's in the future for your fans, Like, what is the next move for, your career? Like, you've gone through an evolution of a career. Maybe you could share with me your favorite moments of that career that kind of you felt springboarded you, and then let us know what's kind of happening to end off, or what are the moves until retirement. You know what I mean?
well, just to keep it short, what catapulted me was a couple of things, but one main thing was I used to DJ at this club back in 2004, 2005 called Fluid Nightclub.
Fluid. We've talked about Fluid a couple times.
So Big Apple used to do that party on a Wednesday night.
Big
and
Apple.
Between him
Big up to
and
Big
a
Apple.
couple other concert promoters, they would always bring artists every Wednesday. So like, during that time,
Lloyd.
yeah, like Lloyd, Jim Jones, Game,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
all these dudes were just pulling up. And then Mona would come through and bring the ballers, so
Yeah.
the NBA players.
Right.
And then that's how I met Mona.
Okay.
And then I started doing her parties.
Right.
And then after that, I met
And you
You know,
guys
with the XO
single-handedly
guys, yeah.
ruined parties
Right,
for
right,
everybody
right.
because there was booths all of a sudden.
Exactly.
No, I'm joking.
So, but yeah, I'm not. My DJing thing is still to be continued. But like, I'm in I feel like coming out of my cocoon, because I'm about to butterfly my shit into this producing thing. I've been fucking with the production. Maybe about
Yeah,
3
is
years,
this the
3-4
exclusive? Are we
years.
the first people
Yeah.
to know about this?
3-4
Like live on
years.
camera?
I mean, I've always wanted to do it, and I definitely want y'all to hear this shit. When
Play the tune.
when it's ready.
So producing is the future.
For me, that's definitely my plan for the exit plan from DJing. I'm
Well,
still
don't
gonna
forget
DJ
about
until
me.
whenever,
Ew, that's
Right now, it's just me. I'm just working out of my room,
Right.
still learning. But I have friends that are producers, well-known producers, like all y'all know.
Yeah, of course.
And I ask them for advice, and they tell me like, "Yo, Wikked, there's no right or wrong answer. It's about vibes." 'Cause I keep
Yes.
telling them like, I feel like something's missing. I need to tweak. I don't know what to fucking do. I'm limited.
Technical, you're a DJ.
Yeah,
You're a
right. Because I
DJ.
know how the shit's supposed to
You
sound.
like
right.
analog better than digital.
Yeah, so
okay.
they were just always telling me like, "Yo, just create your own sound." Like,
Right.
and there's no wrong or right answer when you create your own sound, because it'll be a wrong answer if you're trying to be like somebody else's sound and it doesn't sound like them, then it's wrong. But if you're doing your own thing, nobody can say it's wrong.
Exactly.
So when can we look to hear some of those tracks coming out?
24.
24 summer?
4.
Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Look out for fucking DJ
You know.
producer Wikked.
All right.
Okay.
Wagwan for you. What's up next for you?
So obviously, you know, more Afro house.
Okay.
I'm trying to get into reality TV.
Okay.
Love Island?
No. More in, you know, kind of little ratchet, but hey,
Okay.
Love and Hip Hop.
you never know.
Oh shit! I'll watch Love and Hip Hop if you're on
Yeah,
that
see,
shit.
I hate that.
Like, I know that girl.
I'll
Yeah, I
support
interviewed that
you.
girl.
What do you need me to
support
do?
you.
I'll
Vote for you and shit
Like,
online
you
and shit.
know,
I'll be
whatever
there.
it
I'll do
means.
it.
What did they win? What did they win on that show? Did they win something?
No, it's
Oh, I just so you know, I don't watch the show. I thought they won something.
No, they just get paid to beef.
Scrapping. I thought it was like a championship belt or something. Like,
No, they just get paid to beef
oh, that's pretty dope.
and
Alright,
make
you
fake
put a
friends.
Championship belt in there. Link up,
Yeah,
you know.
it's good.
WWE Bad Girls Link Up. That's what we need. One of those.
I guess so.
I don't know about that.
That's what I'm trying
What
to
do you
do.
Okay.
mean? I love gotta wrestle.
All right.
So
Is that it?
That's
No,
a
hold
lot
on.
of people.
Because you got a single out right now, right? What's the single?
Yeah, I just dropped a single Friday actually.
Okay.
I've been on a heavy like month by month. These songs I've been sitting on for like 3 years. I won't lie to.
Why, yo? Why do you do that, yo? Why?
That's what
What's the
we
point?
To do, they love to hold their
I
shit
was
down.
in a transition.
Oh,
To be
yeah.
honest, I was in a super transition because remember I'm a DJ.
Right.
I still DJ. I still take bookings time to time, but I'm heavily in the studio working on my craft. So
Right.
when you're sitting in a studio for let's say a year time, imagine how much songs you make in a year,
Right.
or even just recordings.
But that doesn't answer why they didn't come out.
Because I had to pick out of 500 songs my best 6.
You made
Or
500
not
tracks.
even my best 6 or what I liked. You know what I mean?
500.
I have so many recordings. They're just
Right.
ideas or
500.
beats.
That's what we do.
I have over 1,000 beats, 1,000 started, 1,000 ideas. You know what I mean? So
Right.
what did I want to come out as to start as like me and my sound that I know I can replicate 1,000 times if someone told me to make a beat. You know what I mean? Or just stuff like that.
Right.
So right now I'm at the point where I'm excited. I'm happy that it's finally out because if I didn't push it, no one's gonna go into my laptop and drop this music. You know what I mean? So I'm just
Right.
I'm happy I did that and I fought for that. And
So what's the name of the single?
this recent single was B-Rob and my homie Music by Time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Flights. It's
Right.
dope. It's a little sampling there I threw in there, and it's
On all streaming platforms.
on all streaming platforms. It's called Flights. B-Rob and Music by Time. The heavy one we're going with is FR2 with Froboy.
Right.
Yeah, those are the 2 heavy tracks I have right now. I'm just in the new year. I'm kind of excited. Yeah, I don't really want to talk too much, but in the new year we got some stuff coming and
Okay,
just keep
man.
working.
It's time to talk your shit, so, you know.
Better get it
I
off.
mean,
Go, let's go.
You guys will
let's
hear
go.
it.
All right, sure. So, yeah, thank you for coming out. Balaclava Diaries, OG MacG. Big up DJ Wikked, the fucking one of the most astounding DJs in Toronto. Nina, she'll leave your label if you don't treat her nice.
Or if you're building copycat. If you're building copycat, then fuck you. You know what I mean?
Mr. Let's Party
How do you know?
and DJ Waveyy signing out.
Bow.
Shout out to Studio 145 and the Ravens for winning.